Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the next question. Okay, so this question belongs to GATE CSC 2018. So the question is consider a process executing on an operating system that uses demand paging. Okay, so what is the concept of demand paging, guys? So the page will be brought to the main memory only if it is needed. So that is the concept of demand paging. Okay, so now it continues saying that the average time for a memory access in a system is m. Okay, for accessing memory access, okay, is m units of time. So if the corresponding memory page is available in the main memory, and okay, so if it is available, it will be m units of time and d units of time if it causes a page fault. So here no fault means if it is a direct access, it will be taking m units. If a fault, it will take d units. Okay, so in simple words, d will always be greater than m, right? Yes. Okay, similarly, moving on, it has been experimentally measured that the average time taken for a memory access in the processes is x units. So the average time, okay, so average time is equals to x. Okay, so now what they are asking is which one of the following is the correct expression for the page fault rate experienced by the process. Okay, so now they are asking what is the correct page fault rate expression. Okay, so indirectly, if I subtract, so let us observe it carefully, guys. This equation seems to be really easy, right? Yes. So if I want to calculate the number of faults, okay, what will be the formula, guys? So it is nothing but, so here this, okay, so here m and d are the units of time, right? Okay, so they are saying the average time is x. So if x is the average time, so I think we can directly calculate it. So let us assume the page fault thing as a p, guys, the probability as p. So let us assume p is the probability for actual occurrence of a page fault. Okay, so here we are observing with respect to page fault, so that's the reason why I am taking page fault for p. Okay, so among m and d, which will happen if there is no fault, guys? Sorry, if there is page fault, so if there is a fault, d will be the thing. So now it is indirectly p into d plus 1 minus p. So 1 minus, this probability is for page fault, 1 minus p is for no page fault. So 1 minus p into m. So let us try to calculate it, and we are going to find this p value. So it is a pd plus m minus pm into x. So as we want a p value, so let us send these two values at this side, or let us send this m this side. So I can take a p common and I can subtract x minus m, p into d minus m. So p is equals to x minus m divided by d minus m. So is there any option with this? So option B is the correct answer. So this question seems to be a bit a tougher question, but if you recall the concept with respect to this fault things, like we always do this only, right? So in the question they will give what is the chance of occurrence of a fault. So with that we will calculate by subtracting 1 from it, we will calculate the no fault value, and we are going to multiply their respective values to get the probability thing, right? Yes, the average thing, right? Yes, so that's what here they asked, but the only catch here is they did not give it directly, they just tried to confuse us, right? Yes, so now I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to this question, right? Yes, so in the next lecture let us continue with the next question. Okay, yes, so let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you, thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.